Now let's welcome MIYAVI.
Thank you.
It's a great pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please take a seat.
Thanks.
So MIYAVI, you're based in LA,
Yeah.
but what brought you to Tokyo this time?
I'm in Tokyo too.
Okay.
Yeah, I come back to Tokyo a lot. So I have my office here, and then now touring in Japan.
Okay, and you're on a world tour.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to this time?
So after Japan, we're heading to Asia and Europe and America.
So you're definitely like all over the place.
Mostly, yeah. We wanted to go to other spots like South America or Middle East, but my staff is still trying to get but mainly yes.
Okay, and we know you as an actor, as a model, as a musician, and you have a fan base not just in Japan but overseas, and we know you as the samurai guitarist. Yeah. What is it like being called the samurai guitarist?
Cool. It's cool. Yeah. I mean, the guitar is it's one of the tools that I can express myself and deliver the message to the whole world. So yeah, some of my fans started calling me a samurai guitarist. As a Japanese, I'm so honored to be called like that. Yes.
So we have some footage from your rehearsal the other day, and so let's take a look at your playing.
All right.
I love your style, incredible technique. Could you describe it a little bit?
I just snap the strings.
Yeah?
Yeah, because as a guitarist, it's really crucial to have some distinct style as a Japanese because there are tons of great guitarists in the whole world.
Right.
Eric Clapton, B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was influenced by them. But as an Asian guitarist, as a Japanese, I wanted to have something different.
Right.
So I got inspired by shamisen, which is Japanese traditional guitar, and I got an idea to slap the strings. Okay. So it's all about emotion and passion. So also groove is also important, but more passion and emotion. Yeah.
So in a way, your style has led you to Angelina Jolie, who casted you in her film Unbroken, and then she introduced you to humanitarian work and the refugee crisis. What are some things that she inspired you to do?
I've never expected to be in a film as an actor, and also start doing the humanitarian activity as an ambassador for UNHCR. Right. So I was, impressed and then inspired by her, how hard she works and she fights for the right and also the future. So she has 6 kids, I have 2 kids. Right. So as a parent, I really respect her, how she keep moving forward for the future, not only for herself, it's for the kids and the next generation. So she's using her, influence as much as possible. So
and you're following those footsteps.
Yeah.
And you visited Lebanon, a refugee camp there, and a refugee camp also in Thailand. Yeah. And after you've been appointed as the UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, you traveled to the biggest refugee camp in the world at this time.
Kutupalong in Bangladesh, yes.
Right, with the Rohingya refugees. Yeah. Who are these people?
People just like us. Yeah, just same as what we do, even better than us and stronger than us. But people who had to leave and flee from their country due to human disaster. It's not natural disaster. Human disaster, yeah. So that's what human beings made. So I strongly feel there's a solution we can find in the future.
So we have some footage of you being in Bangladesh, so let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
So they are waiting for food in a long, long line. So they're doing this every day. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got an MIC from We're going through in a camp. We're going through the camp. We had another great time with children at the school. So I was really, really impressed the way they're teaching kids. I was really amazed. And I was really happy to be able to play that song with the kids. I will never forget that moment in the song, for sure.
So it's really amazing what happens when you pull out your guitar. How was sharing music with these Rohingya children?
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time when I visited the refugee camp in Lebanon, I was scared because no knowledge, experience, and I was not, as famous as Angelina Jolie. She's been, doing this for over 15 years.
Right.
So I was really, really afraid and then scared. But the moment I played the guitar, I saw the brightness in the kids' eyes, and then that spark. I got power. I got inspired by them, and they are really strong. That's the future. So now I really feel that education is really important. Right. So lifeline, the food, water, and then the health. That's the first thing, to live. It's really most important thing. But after that, as an investment for the future, we need to give them the right education. Because the first time I played the guitar in front of the kid, I let them play the guitar. I played the chord, and then they started strumming the strings, and I made them in line.
Right.
But in the middle of the line, they started fighting, fist fight, the real fight. Then some of the kids started bleeding, and I asked the local staff, is that okay? But they said, just the kids are fighting. But if they don't get the right education, that causes the conflict in the future. So they need to get right education. It's not the math or those kind of things. Right. Philosophy and then moral. How important to know and to live and to cooperate with other people. They, I think they want to learn,
Yeah, and I think this is how you became an advocate for quality education for refugee children.
Yeah.
And how many are there at the camps? There are a total of 580,000 people.
This is the largest camp. And then the 55% of the children, and then 10,000 families are child-headed, so no parents. I mean, they have parents, but they need to work. I mean, the kids need to work. So they cannot go to the school because they need to, work for the family.
So were you able to talk to some of the people there at the camps? What are some of their hopes? What are their concerns?
I mean, from the kids, yes, hope. But from parents, it's really hard because they had no choice. They had to flee to protect their children. I would do the same thing. And then the thing is, the most heart-wrenching word I heard at the camp was like, they still want to go back home.
Oh.
They got traumatized.
Right.
Many, things that we cannot even imagine happen to them. But still they want to go back home, and they can see their home right there. It's really close, but they cannot reach. It's really close, but it's really far. And then some of them, keep coming back and forth to Bangladesh, remember, because the camp has been there over 20 years. They still want to go back home. If I were them, I don't know, I would go somewhere else, but for them, home is home.
I see.
And then it's really close, but they cannot reach. It's really heart-wrenching.
Well, with your talent and your voice and your platform, you talk about this refugee crisis on SNS and to your audience at events and concerts. What do you hope they bring home with them? Opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know, just let's say, even 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So now I'm doing this because I think I'm ready for this. So my fans, I don't say just go to the refugee camps, or I think it's really important to know what's happening in the whole world, and then start thinking, what's your role? Each person has each role. So, and then we make a chain. We get, linked and connected, and then we deliver hope to the next generation. So we're just one bridge. So I want my audience to get opportunity to start thinking what they can do.
And as a musician and philanthropist, these are the messages you want to continue to tell.
I mean, I get inspired as well. And then this is my mission right now.
Thank you so much, MIYAVI, for your passion. Thank you so much.
Thanks.